Yo, what up? Grandpa coming at you with another video, man. Like, subscribe, and share, comment. Man. Let's get this right now. Alright, so I just got through looking at a video from 93 Zay. Shout out to him, man. He's doing his thing. He was talking about the LeBron song that apparently some fan took time out of their day to make. And man, I couldn't believe what I was in. Now, I'm gonna really try to keep myself together on this because it's kind of frustrating. Because this ties into the Draymond Green. That's what this video is really about. Draymond Green taking up for LeBron James. But the LeBron James song kind of ties into all that. Because it seems like now today we're in the era of sunning guys, like wanting to put people above a father, and it's just weird now. When I was a teenager, you didn't want to be the guy that jocked another guy. Even when I was growing into adulthood, when I was in the Navy, like we used to clown guys that used to jock other guys. Because everybody, every young man out there, every man out there some aren't as fortunate to have fathers, and that's just the way, life is. Some people aren't dealt the same cards. But Draymond Green, when you hear him talk, man, like it's really irritating because, for one, the main issue, the main surface issue, is that you play for another team. He plays for the Golden State Warriors. You would think he was playing for the Lakers, the way he be talking about LeBron. He plays for the Golden State Warriors. Now, that's Steph Curry and the Golden State organization, how they want to handle Draymond Green. But to me, if you're a teammate of his, can you fully trust him? Can you? I don't know. I couldn't. The man cost, and I'm speaking as if I was on the Golden State Warriors. You cost us championships, guy. So then you're going to double down on the F up and then become ally of LeBron James. This whole Stephen A. Smith, Stephen A. Smith, LeBron James thing is gone way too far. The coverage on it is still there. I don't see why. I mean, unless they just want to but that's, I think I heard it or read it or something to the effect of, they want to put these storylines, these soap opera like storylines in the league to promote it. And it kind of comes off like that because, how many times have you found yourself listening to something like, man, this is high school. Like, come on, man. But that's where we are right now with this. Like, he doesn't. Draymond Green, if he wouldn't have been as fortunate to be drafted by Golden State Warriors, this applies to something that he said. He was saying something about, never have we talked about a 52nd pick, 53rd, 52nd, whatever, 50th pick in the NBA draft. We haven't ever talked that much about the NBA draft, but I've watched the draft various years. I remember in particular when he got drafted. It's a blessing to him that he was fortunate enough to be drafted by Golden State, because at the time Golden State was going into the era of winning championships, and he was a building block. But if he wouldn't get drafted by the Golden State Warriors, I don't think anybody else would have been able to use him, because for one, he's undersized. He has a guard size, but he doesn't have guard. He has guard skills only as a passer, not as a ball handler, well, he does distribute it, but he doesn't have the ball handling that he can play guard like that. And he plays more like a big forward role, which is part of it is the way they want to use him, but another part of it is the way he plays and his skill set. So he was fortunate enough to get drafted, and if I'm not mistaken, he got drafted in the second round. So they didn't talk about you like that because they thought you were gonna be a washout. I remember that draft. They said he was small. He wasn't gonna be able to. It was hard to fit him on an NBA roster. But he done gone through the years now, and he's been continuously propped up, because if they were judging him on everything that he's done up until a couple of weeks ago, when I mentioned that he was locked in last week, right? He's been a bane on the organization, getting thrown out of games on purpose, basically giving up, running key pieces off. The Eric Pascal situation, I don't think it gets enough examination, because Eric Pascal was doing his job, was doing his thing. But then all of a sudden, when Draymond got healthy or felt like playing, either one applies, then suddenly he's slowly pushed out the door. And he was about the same size as Draymond, and he did a lot better. He was a lot better piece to them. He didn't necessarily play the same type of defense Draymond played, and I don't think he was a playmaker, but he was a scorer. So then, like, all those passes that's going to Draymond in scoring position would be cashed upon. But they've kept him, and he's been empowered. And that's the craziest stuff, man. That's the craziest stuff. But yeah, look, like, let me tell you something. The fact that they try to use this, they try to pull this race card, like, why are you doing this to a black man? They not even Now, in other circles, they may be viewed as black, but they're not even looked at as black men in the world that they are. Not necessarily, if you get what I'm saying. I'm saying they are black, they are viewed as black, but they're not necessarily viewed in the same way that I am, a regular black man. And I think it's, real cowardly to try to hide behind it. Because when it get down to it, all it was is that the fragile ego of one guy and I can't even, I don't even want to say it, man. I can't even find the word, but like Draymond is not a normal like guy. You get what I'm saying? He's not a normal type guy. He's like, remember when I used to watch Tom and Jerry back in the day, and it used to be this cartoon that it was this big dog and then it was this little dog hopping around him. Hey, Spike, hey, and then he'll mush the dog. Draymond ain't even in LeBron's inner circle. Kendrick Perkins is not in LeBron's circle. He don't call them like, hey, what's up, Draymond? Yeah, you know, your family good and all that. It's more like, hey, I want you to do this for me. Hey, you look out for your boy. That type of stuff. Same thing with Kendrick Perkins. You think Kendrick Perkins knows intimate stuff about LeBron James that he wants to know? No, he don't. He sends out these guys to parrot what he wants talked about, and we supposed to sit up there and take it as sports analysis. And that's BS, man. That's the thing that I fell off of Stephen A. Smith a long time ago. He's a little bit too devious. He is that a word, devious? It's more like, like when the guys come on, he's competing against them, like with the suits and the outfits or whatever. Like that ain't I ain't with that. So that's some feminine type stuff. But yeah, man, is this what we got to look forward to going forward? Because I can't see a scenario where LeBron nor Draymond is leaving the NBA consciousness anytime soon. So we'll just have to wait and see. And I'm gonna get back at you another time. This grandpa coming at you. This grandpa signing off. Peace.